What's up, guys, and welcome back. So today I want to talk to you guys about the drills that I did to become a better center midfielder. Now, if any of you guys watched my previous story about how I signed my first contract at 17, you'll know that a coach from the U.S. national team told me that I might not be good enough to be a center midfielder, and at the time that really hit home. So I went back home and just started doing these drills to help myself improve at the position. Now, all these drills I'm about to show you can all be done by yourself. Back when I was 15, 16, it was just me, a ball, a wall, and some cones. Nothing fancy. I didn't really have any special gear or anything like that. I just used what I had around me and what was in my backyard to help me improve every day. So yeah, so stay tuned, guys, and I hope you guys get something out of this video because all of these drills I still do till this day. So I was doing these 8 years ago and I still do them, and they can all be done with one person. You don't need anybody else. So I hope you guys enjoy. So yeah, this may sound kind of cliche, but the first drill I want to talk about is juggling. Juggling, as boring as it is probably one of the best drills you can do by yourself. I woke up and did this. My dad just told me to go out and juggle as much as I can. I hated it, but it got me better. It worked very well on my ball control, my aerial ball control, working on my touches on the ball, and just got you warmed up for whatever session you're about to have. And typically, he just said juggle to 1,000 or juggle till you drop it. So that's what he told me to do. It really helps on your focus, and that was the biggest thing for him because he knew I could juggle, and most of you probably can juggle as well. If you can't, I mean, just keep practicing. That's how you get better at it. But it just helps on your focus and on how long you can keep up the ball without any distractions or wanting to drop it. The next drill I want to talk about, well, this is pretty much goes with the first drill. It's juggling with just one foot. So first I would start with my strong foot, which for me is my right foot, and that would just be me juggling until 50 or 100 until my left leg gets tired of hopping. So I would just do that, work on my right foot, work on my control with just one foot only, and that really takes a lot of ball control. Like doing this takes probably more than anything else. And then next I would go to my left foot. Now my left foot is not nearly as good as my right foot. At the time it was atrocious. So I had to just keep working on it. So I'd start by juggling and putting my foot on the ground between each juggle, which made it a lot easier than juggling it how I was with my right foot. So I would do that a couple of times so I got the rhythm of it. And then once I got the rhythm of it and got good at it, I would start going to just juggling with my left foot without putting my foot on the ground. And that once that became second nature, as you get better with it, you'll start being able to do more and more, and you'll see your left foot literally improve as the days go by. Like you'll see yourself not even having to put your foot down anymore and being able to do things that you probably thought you couldn't do with your weak foot. So that's definitely the next part of my juggling circuit. Now the next drill involves a wall. Now I know not everybody has a wall, but if you can find a wall, this drill is very good. Right now I do this drill just with my teammates. They just toss me the ball instead, but a wall is even better because it tests your reaction. And this is pretty much, I just call it wall juggling or playing two touch with the wall, I guess. So you just hit the ball off the wall and try to keep it up as much as you can and hit it back off the wall and keep going and keep going and keep going until you drop it. And that one really tests your reaction and your first touch, because even though you are the one putting how much force you want on the ball and things like that, the wall bounce is pretty unpredictable, and it really works on how well you can react to whatever pass the wall gives you, and it works on your touch as well. So in a game, maybe if a ball is coming at you quite fast, this is the drill that'll simulate how to control that ball in the air and either bring it down or keep it up if you want to. So this drill was really helpful for me in getting me better. Now this third drill is very boring. I never liked doing it. I was in Florida, it was hot. I never enjoyed really doing this. Just like juggling, I didn't really enjoy juggling, but this drill was definitely just boring. If you guys do these drills at home or by yourself wherever you go, I would advise you to like bring out a speaker or have some type of music to keep you energized, because it can be very hard to motivate yourself to want to do these things on your own without some type of music or something that gets you going and gets the juices flowing. So this next drill is just standard dribbling through cones. That's really all it is. When it comes to dribbling through cones, I was never the type to put them in a straight line because I felt like it's a good drill to do, but I just felt like for me it was unrealistic at the time because I obviously knew I could dribble through cones pretty well in a straight line, but it didn't really simulate the game. So I put them diagonally across from each other to help me simulate a defender, and then I worked on a move that I just called the Iniesta. Some people called the side to side, whatever you want to call it, but it became a very good move to, manipulate the ball and get around defenders or a foot. If they stab a foot out, you can get around the foot. So this drill really made me learn this move, and this move, I promise you, will become very handy. Like I promise you, I use this move all the time. Once I learned it and got it down, the next time a coach saw me and he saw me do this move all over the pitch, it was, trust me, this move is the move you should learn. So yeah, you just do that as much as you possibly can. Make it second nature to the point where whenever you're in a tough situation, you just whip out this move really quick. Try to use both feet while you're dribbling, and I believe, trust me, you'll be fine with this one move alone. Now, as a center midfielder, you're required to be able to dribble, pass, and shoot really well. I didn't really have the equipment or the space to even take shots, so pretty much it was only dribbling and passing that I could do. So this next drill is just simple passing off the wall, and I like to put a box around me to like see if I can keep the ball into the box, so work on my control and my first touch, which your first touch is probably your bread and butter as a center midfielder. If you take a good first touch, you can set up yourself doing a lot of creative things and helping your team. So I just pass it off the wall, 2 touches. I could do 1 touch, but 1 touch, I just thought that taking 2 was better for me, because when you take 2, you have to really work on the first touch, because if the first touch is not right, then the whole play is catastrophic. It's a really simple drill. You can just do this with your friends, like with my teammates. This is what we do. We just pass between each other within a box, and we make a game out of it to see who can control the ball in the box the most, and to see who makes a mistake. If you make a mistake, you lose a point. So typically, if I made a mistake doing the drill by myself with the wall, I would then just do 5 push-ups. I was weak back then. I didn't expect myself to do any more. I didn't go to the gym or anything. So yeah, that's really drill number 3. Now drill number 4 is one I thought of by myself. I wanted to think of a drill that used my first touch more effectively and more game realistic. So I thought of this little passing sequence with the wall as well. And this one, you just start inside the box, you pass it towards the wall, take a touch towards the outside of the box, pass it towards the wall again, receive that ball, take a touch back inside the box, and then you keep doing that sequence on both sides until you feel like you've done enough work, or until however much time you decide to do it for. This drill works really well on your first touch, because your first touch is really your bread and butter in the center midfield, because it can really help you set up your next pass or whatever creative play you want to make. So this drill really helps on reacting to whatever kind of ball the wall gives you and adjusting properly so that you can take the proper first touch to then set up your next play. So the 5th and final drill is just one that I really struggled with when I was younger, and it was really getting my body position correct. So I really had a hard time opening up and facing where I wanted to play my next ball before I even received the pass. So this drill really helped me with that. So you would just start inside the box and pass it off the wall. And once you receive the ball, you turn to one side, open up, then you bring the ball back into the box, pass it again, open up to the left side, bring it back into the box, and then on your third pass, you pass it towards the wall, you receive it, and you turn completely around you and bring the ball back into the box. And then you continue that sequence until you've done enough reps, or you feel like you've just completed it and you've almost mastered it on the day, so you don't feel like you need to do any more. And the more you do that every day, however long you want to do it for, it'll really help your body position to make sure that you open up at the correct times and you always are with the correct body position, because it'll really help you play as quick as possible when you need to play very fast in tight spaces and move the ball very quickly around your opponent. And this drill really helped me with that. So that's pretty much the last drill I have for today. Now, those are the 5 drills that I did every morning at 9 a.m. I didn't really miss any days except for maybe Saturday to hang out with my friends or just to sleep in. I pretty much went outside and did that by myself all the time. It was very difficult to motivate myself, but music And yeah, that's really it. Music really helped me. I didn't really have anybody like pushing me day in, day out. So I would say those drills can really improve your center midfield play as a whole, whether you're an attacking mid, a center midfielder, a center defensive mid. Any one of those positions, these drills are very important for you. And even in other positions on the field, these drills can really help you, and you don't need anybody to do them, which is the biggest part, because sometimes people always say go out and play with your friends, but sometimes your friends, just can't train, or they don't live around you, or whichever the case may be. So you just got to get it by yourself, and these drills let me do that. I'll post more videos or more drills of what I did, because those aren't the only drills I did, but those were definitely the main ones I did day in and day out. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you did. Let me know what you think, and if any drills that I didn't mention helped you specifically. And yeah, you guys, stay tuned.